this pocket mifi is charging but not working perfectly. As how? When you charge it with a new cable, it will work for like 4 or 5 days. It will not charge with that particular cable, but if you use that USB to charge another device, it will work. Fortunately for this pocket mifi, if you now get a new transfer USB to bá fi sínú ẹ̀, it will charge. After 3 days, that one too will stop charging. So where could be the problem? But the problem yẹn ti lè wà. Now, it could be from the partial contact tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní orí charging section or so. And ó lè jẹ́ charge regulator. It could be anything. So we need to open it and quickly check. This will not take much of our time because to open this is more easier, unlike tá bá fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ lórí bí àwọn brain box tàbí bóyá lórí àwọn other the PlayStation, àwọn yẹn máa take time. But unlike this one now, the power section, we don't have issue with it. You only have issue with the charging section. But the first thing is, let's try to replace the charging port. So the problem about replacing this kind of charging port is that you must find the exact charging port tó bá wà ńbẹ̀ lẹ́ni láti fi sí. Otherwise, it will not be durable. Á dẹ̀ máa yọ. So before removing it at all, we need to look for the exact one. But you can remove it and then later use the sample to find the new one if you cannot identify it. But we can actually identify this before we even open it at all. So now we need to replace. So after replacement, we need to charge and test and see the results. But I'm certain, due to the readings from the charging area, there is no short. The output from the converter is actually correct. The input from this end is correct. But what caused the problem is partial contact. If you bend the charging very well, the charging port, if you bend it very, very well, like you use some kind of force and you read the voltage at that moment, you see that there is low flow of voltage at that point. So that's why we said, let's change this charging port. The other sections are okay. So that will bring about the solution to this phone. So it's not all the time that you have to work on board. And this kind of charging port that is board based, if you don't have the exact one, no matter how good you are in terms of soldering, the device will give you problem. After repairing it will give you a lot of problem, except you'll be the only one to be charging it. You cannot share the charging with others. If you dare to share it with others, they will damage it because it does not have a very good support. But being that you are the one that fixed it, you know what the limitation is, you know the weak point, so you know how to handle it. But to be on a safer side, especially if it is for customer, just get a new one. So this is the process of replacing it. You can use any form of heat in order for you to attain at a certain degree. What kind of degree is suitable? Depending on the source of heat you are using. 400, 450 is not bad. Considering the thickness of this PCB, the thickness 450 is not bad. You can eat from the top, you can eat from down below. But the reason why I don't want to eat it from under is that there are some LED, the indicator or the light emitting diode, like 4. Now, this device does not have a digital display or a screen. So it's only those LED that is functioning as the icon. So if we hit it from behind and anything happens to those LED, the light emitting diode around there, it will cause a problem. Although it will be working, but the owner will not be able to identify either the battery is low or the internet has finished, all those sorts. So that's why we hit it from the top, in order to put the device on a safer side. So after repair, we test, we check, and then lo and behold, it was fine. So have a good day.